Hi, Myron. It's me.
Hello.
Hi, Myron. How are you?
Hey, doing well.
Good. I'm Michelle. I'm not sure if I did my online name right.
Michelle Upton.
Yes. And I did put my phone number, but I have to get back and do what you told us earlier. But
No problem.
thank you for doing this. This is exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just getting my little websites that I use to underwrite up.
Okay.
So
Just didn't want to be late.
yeah, me too.
I'll hang tight.
Okay. Um, and then I'll need to like get photos. Do we have photos of Clark Black, Carolyn? Maybe she has a realtor.
It's
Okay.
online.
Yeah.
You need it? Send you the link?
No.
Okay.
It's like right here.
Sorry.
Right by the bus stop. So there's a room for 1,600 bucks. There's a room for 2 grand up the street. Like a mile per room. Just a room. Luxury king and queen house. Maybe they put room, but they meant the whole house. They just didn't know what they were doing.
What's going on, my man?
Yo, how are you?
Good, how are you? I'm a little bit late to the party. Nice to meet you.
No, you're early. We're waiting on a couple more
Okay,
people to
okay.
show up.
Yeah, I wasn't here the first few meetings, but I watched the past Zooms. Oh, hey, Michelle. That's my battle buddy right there.
Yay!
Hi. How are you? There you are.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're excited. Eamon's in Florida and I'm in California, but we're gonna focus on Florida for now.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. But you could cover the whole dang nation if you wanted.
Right.
All the time
Start.
zones.
Eventually we'll get there, you know? We'll start local for now.
Right.
What are y'all wanting to do in Florida?
So I mean, I guess we're gonna be calling agents, you know? That's what I got so far. She's pulling lists, Michelle, and then I'll be on the phone calling agents, trying to
Yeah.
lock in sub two deals, or I mean, I guess cash if they're willing to go. But I know cash has to be at like a good number, and a lot of people with the low equity, they're gonna lean towards the sub two or the seller finance route.
Okay, cool.
I
got
just,
your-
I just did prop stream yesterday, so I'm just trying to get, I watched your video on what, characteristics we want and, the LTV. So we just started, so I'm gonna be pulling, I guess, I'm a little confused because you said 70% loan to value, but some of these are showing like they have so much, they have no, low equity, so I don't know if I did the list right. Like a lot, I mean, they're all over the board, so maybe I
Yeah.
just got it yesterday, so I'm just kind of learning. But
Let
see,
me, so today I wanted to do underwriting, but
okay,
now from what you're saying, I may, take 20 minutes and just kind of pull a list.
okay. I mean, I can, like I said, I just did this yesterday, so I can play around with it and figure it out.
Yeah.
But I've only been on it for like a couple hours, so I'm
Yeah,
just
no, it's fine.
figuring it out.
What I can do is just walk through why I say the things I say.
Okay,
And that might just kind of help um go into like, hey, this is how I pull my list, and then we can go, this is how we just closed the deal 2 weeks ago. It's not been 2 weeks, has it? We bought one in San Antonio, and I'm gonna go through the underwriting, and we raised money, and it's supposed to, with midterm, we should cash flow over $1,000 a month. Let's see. We should cash flow 1788 a month.
wow,
Gross. Gross. And then we'd have to take out whatever, if we have to, whatever, buy a new door handle or something, you know what I mean? But
utilities and all
yeah,
that.
utilities, yep.
Yeah.
But I'll go over the underwriting for that. So maybe, okay, let me pull in PropStream. Let me get that logged in. I'm gonna give people about 3 more minutes, and then we'll start it up.
Okay, great.
Oh, my PropStream is not logging in. This is awesome. Oh, I see. Oh, brother. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Hey, just give me 1 more minute. Hey, will somebody make a post in Discord to try to get some more people on here? Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, sorry. I get it all figured out. Okay, so today we are, if this is your first time here, my name's Myron, but we're gonna go over, we're working with all the mentorships, basically Sub2, Gator, TC, to help people get their first deal, their second deal, those kinds of things, right? If you have got your first deal, be sure to let people know in the Discord that you've done a deal, you kind of understand marketing, all those things. If you haven't, that's fine. That's why we're here. We're here to support each other, right? So, what we've done is we kind of broke down getting a battle buddy, right? We've broke down like kind of picking a market in a way, pick a market that you want to start in, like Michelle and Eamon grabbed Florida, right? And so picking a market, Florida is a giant market. So I would even drill down further, like we're going to do Jacksonville or we're going to do Tampa, right? But, or maybe 2 markets, something like that. Anyways, I don't want to go much further than that. What I wanted to do today is go over underwriting. So the last Zoom that I was on, someone's like, hey, if I get a deal, how do I structure it? How do I work the numbers? I'm like, okay, well, next Zoom, I'll just underwrite our deal. The last deal that we closed, I'll show you all what I did. I have the underwriting saved. We raised $45,000 private money to close it. And I have all that in my underwriting. So, but then Michelle's like, hey, when I pull a list, I'm kind of confused on this and that. So I'm going to start with pulling a list. Michelle, I'm going to share my screen. Michelle, what county or, you know what? I'll just pick one. I'm just going to go into a market. I'm going to actually close a lot of my stuff real quick. Hold on a second. I have like all these things open, like a good
Myron, are you
does.
going to be recording this?
It's recording right now.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure because I'm watching my kids, so I'm going to be in and out.
No
Sweet.
problem. I put everything
Thanks.
on YouTube in the same folder. So it's like
Awesome.
a playlist of all of our meetings.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. Closing stuff. I can't find the thing I want to share. So to calculate. Okay. Yeah, I think it's this one. Okay, can you see my calculator here, Claude Black? Is that what you see? Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the deal we just closed. Let's go over a county in Florida. This Marion County, just one that just came to mind. We don't really work Florida that hard. Here's Tampa. It's just north of Tampa. North of Orlando, just like a little area. So I'm going to pull, Michelle, I'm going to pull a sub-2 list, right?
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is on market sub-2, Marion County, Florida. Okay, so Ocala and all those little. So I got about 37 potential lower equity. So when I put right here, this is kind of the main things I do. Listed below market price right here, put yes. And
Okay.
what that means is like the Zillow estimate PropStream also has like an estimated market price. And I want one that's listed below market price.
Okay.
That to me is more pain. You can do any, and you can open it up, right? So I got 152, but I'm trying to niche down. I'm trying to help y'all niche down on getting stronger deals, stronger leads. Okay. I click individual and corporate owned. If you just want to do individual, that's fine. So I only grabbed 3 off corporate. That just means an LLC owns it, right? And then on loan to value, I do 70% on the minimum. So I think that was your main question. Like, why do you do it so low? You know, a lot of people do 85 or 90, right? To get the lowest equity they can. I like to open it more because how many people are here comfortable calling somebody who has $90,000 of equity? Eamon, are you good like structuring $90,000 worth of equity?
I mean, it's not something I've done before, but definitely ready for it. I mean, I'm open to it, you know.
A lot of students are calling on Michelle. A lot of students are calling on like 85 and higher. And what the 85 means, it's going to have less equity. I want more equity.
Okay.
So if they have more equity, it's more likely going to be like a hybrid, or like they're going to get some cash in their hand, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm going to work more of the hybrid stuff. Everybody and their mom has been calling on low equity deals. So you'll see like this one, I bet Spring Road has probably 30 offers, sub 2. Minimum. So, and this may not be completely right. You know, you have to take the listing price and minus the loan balance and blah, blah, blah. But I open it, Michelle, because I want to try to get this 90 or whatever the equity is on payments. Hey, I'll give you something down and I'll give pay. Hey, I've never heard of this. It's time and time again that this is the first I've heard of this. I'm getting like the agent saying, I've never heard of this before. I've never got an offer like this before. And I'm trying to go after people who haven't, because they've got other low equity have got like 30 or 40 offers. I'm going after the people that are still working. They still want to sell, right? Let's just look at this one. So on days on market 11. So they're pretty new.
What's the address? Because I can't see it. It's too small for me, so I could look it up.
6083 Southwest 93rd Circle.
Okay.
So this is just on market, sub 2, up to 800 price range. Like Denellen and Alcala, they're decent areas. Triple split home, 3 acres. So you can grab like a horse farm out here, a 4-4 horse farm. Does that help, Michelle?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
when
it does.
kind of talks through it.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
So 55 days on market, 374, low HOA, golf course, koi pond. That's cool. I'm gonna look at this one. It's a little outdated. Look, Michelle, you can sit out here. You can go visit. You can go visit Florida and just sit by your koi pond.
Wow.
It's enclosed, and there's a little river back here. Is that a river? What is that? Oh, no, that's just the glass. Never mind. There's a golf course back there. Anyways, so that's what I do. I open up the. Kent, you have a question, bud?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is there where on the filter would it be to try to avoid um a lot of people who have already sold? Like, I'm doing that filter, and a lot of people are coming up as like, oh, we've been um like we were sold 2 months ago. Like, you know, they've already sold the
It's
property,
like
but it's
on
still
market.
all yeah, I did choose on market, but like, I have I'm using one of your filters, but when I'm reaching out to them, I'm getting a lot of responses where they're just like, either this has been off the market for like 2 months already, like 2 or 3 months, like way in the past. Like, is there a way to make it more current, I guess is what I'm asking.
For prop stream, no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
That's really all there is. I
I
mean,
mean,
That's,
I see you
different.
have it pending and contingent there. Maybe you could just do like active only.
Yeah.
oh, that's what that would, okay. Active would, but still, I bet you even with active, they're not going to go in and update
I
a
mean, the
lot of them
ages are
probably would.
required. They have to like
Oh, they
take it
are.
off the, yeah, once it sells, you gotta take it off the market like
Okay.
within a certain amount of days.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I have for a question. Just curious.
It could be the market that you're pulling. So some markets update quicker.
Mhm.
In prop stream, I mean,
Right.
some markets get updated faster than other markets because this is pulling off. It's trying to get MLS data,
Mm,
right? As best it can.
Yep.
And it's always behind. Prop stream and batch are typically like 5 days behind or 4 days behind.
Right. All right.
Best data is from MLS. So if you have MLS where you're pulling, you can pull out of MLS and then put it into prop stream to get low equity and pull it back.
Okay.
That's another day.
Step. Yeah. All right. Cool.
That's another
Thanks.
Zoom that we can go over how to do that.
Sounds good.
So
Thanks.
this list right here, we worked San Antonio. And we found, I'm ready to go into underwriting if you all are. We found
Yes.
this deal right here. Claw Black. Let's go to picture one. What do we call it? Buttercream? Buttercup. It's the Buttercup house. Not too fancy, right? Clean. It's right by the Alamo Dome. Oh, I can't see because of these cameras. Hold on a second. It's right here. So here's downtown. There's the Riverwalk, and our house is right here. This is Furnish Finder. This is my midterm rental website, right? So is the listing price on here? I jump around, so I apologize in advance, but I'm like a guy who just jumps around everywhere. Let's see. Here's our purchase price. 348. So we took over the payments on a 218. It's a 5.125 interest rate. It's 2000. And we did seller finance $105,000 worth of equity. We gave her $25,000 in her pocket, and we paid ourselves an assignment fee of $3,000. Our lender came in with $41,000. So no money out of pocket. We got paid like $1,000 to close it. So Michelle, when I'm talking about the 70% loan to value, this is the type of deal that I'm trying to get. If you blend 5% and 0%, the blended interest rate's 3.5. That's a good deal.
Nice.
Here are all the hospitals. Nick's Health is 1 mile away. Santa Rosa is 2 miles away, 1.5. Baptist, 2 miles. Metropolitan, 2 miles. San Antonio State Hospital, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hospitals within 2 miles. Renting by the room. 15, that's conservative, 15 and 13. We should cash flow $1,700 a month, $1,788 a month. This wrap strategy, I just have that in my calculator. I didn't do that. But so how I underwrote it, put the mortgage there. If you have a second lien, third lien, solar panel lien, cash to seller, assignment, arrears, solar arrears. If this is kind of crazy to you, then this is like a calculator that somebody in sub 2 built, and then I just put everything I need in it. I just kind of like started adding stuff to it. Okay. And there's my entry percent, got 11.82% entry fee. And so when you are underwriting, you want to get around 10% entry. That's kind of the going rate right now. 10% or lower. Some people are closer to like 8. Better deals. When people see like 5K assignment, they love you. But it's hard to make any kind of money if our assignments are only 5K. So a lot of times you'll see, cash to seller. Here's, I'm going to put an offer in one today in San Angelo, which is West Texas. I'm going to give the seller 500. You know what? I better not mess up this. Oh no, it's fine. $500 to the seller. I want 15K on my assignment, and my agent, I'm going to give her like 2%. And this is actually a formula that I have. Give me a second.
Myron, is that calculator something that we have access to in the vault?
No. No, it's something I built.
Okay,
The guys on Saturdays, Chai and Prakash, Munif, Chai, and Prakash in sub 2, they will give you this calculator. It won't look anything like, it'll look close to what I did, but I had to build mine for a certain reason.
okay. I am really way too familiar with Excel, so I'll just, yeah, I can look at it and see if even I can rebuild it.
Yeah, if you talk to Chai, Saturday mastermind underwriting, something like that, it's in the vault. They will give you the calculators that they use.
Okay, I just will, I'm looking for something for today, so I'll just take a look at the field, so and
Okay,
see if I
cool.
can look at the formula. Thank you.
Yeah. So, hold on, I have some questions in the chat. Give me a second here. Can you reshare the filter? Sam, I made YouTube videos with the filters. I think they're in resources, if I remember right. Like I did video walkthroughs on all the filters. Eli says, do I use Furnish Finder for MTR rents? Yeah, that's pretty much all we use. We post on Airbnb and Furnish Finder. Dimitri, do you have a battle buddy? I'm sure I can come up with a calculator like this. It probably won't be. Yeah, Dimitri, get a battle buddy who's in sub 2 that can help you. Or I can come up with something that's close to this. It won't be this exact thing because I don't think everybody needs all this to get started, but oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Not everybody needs all this to get started. But, you know, somebody asked me, how do I underwrite? So here I am, like I want to walk you all through it. This is what we do. For my lender, I underwrote 3 months of holding cost into it. Okay. So I want 3 months. To me, that's overkill. I think we can start getting renters in there within a month or two. But I wanted 3 months just to have another payment. Closing costs was about 5,100. RTC was 1,100. Out of pocket does say 35, but he brought oh yeah, because I changed this. But anyways, so the deal that I'm working on today, I'm only giving the seller like $500. Maybe give the agent around 2%. That gives me an entry percent of 10%. That's really what I'm looking for. Now, if I have the agent locked in at 2%, 6,400, hey Myron, I'll get, I'm going to assign it to a buyer. Hey, I need to be in around 8% or, out of pocket around 30. So that I would just move my assignment down. Or get better at negotiating the agent. If y'all could just, if you have questions, just unmute. The chat is not like popping up for me. When you share screen, the chat is hidden. So if y'all have additional questions, just unmute and shout out. Would anybody benefit from me just like walking through it all over again, 100%? Y'all are like solid on underwriting. Do you have any other questions?
I mean, I have a question on like in terms of where this comes in, like during the okay, so Michelle's gonna pull the lists. I'm gonna make the phone calls. I get to that point where I'm like, let me put an offer in front of you so you can kind of visualize it, see what we're talking about. Are you guys doing the underwriting and sending the offer, or is
Yeah.
that us?
We can do it. We can help you.
Okay. So basically, like I'm just gonna get them like interested enough where they want to see the offer and then collect their email and then the rest of the information about the property, like the condition and all that stuff, and kind of send it your guys' way.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
totally fine. To get you all started and rolling, that's what we want to do. For Michelle, what Michelle could do on your team, she could take this, go into PropStream, and she wants to like hone her underwriting skills. Okay. She could go right here to mortgage and get the loan amount right there. So it's in here, it says 223. It's not exactly right. Okay. It says it's a 4% interest rate. It's not. It was a 5.1. So that it's estimated. Okay. But to like kind of, flex your muscles and get better underwriting, I can get you guys something like this to kind of underwrite and understand where numbers need to be. Something we do in our team is the higher the interest rate, the lower the entry needs to be. When I say entry, it's all these numbers added up: cash to seller, assignment, arrears, agent fee, holding costs, TC. If we got something that's like a 6.5, I mean, what are mortgage rates right now? I think they're at 6.5. Mortgage is at 30 years, 6.6. So if you got something that's around 6.6, it basically needs to be like 5K all in. Well, I gotta yell at my wife real quick. Hold on 1 second. So as you're it's okay, Michelle, or the list pulling people to go up in your filter for the interest rate. If you want to go up to 7, if you're like, hey, I know in this market, if I get something that's below 7%, someone will want it. It's a hot Airbnb market. It is a low enough. It's a low enough. Thank you very much. It's a low enough purchase price that it will cash flow. As you go along, you'll understand your market. Dallas, I can go up to 7. But as a general rule of thumb, I would keep it below 6.5. There are a lot of people looking for sub 2s that cash flow long-term rent. If I'm talking too fast, if I'm like talking like crazy, let me know. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I'll break it down further. Just if you don't communicate, I won't be able to explain better. You know what I mean?
What's nice, these are recorded, so we can go back as well.
Okay. So as you're looking at these properties, Eamon, if you guys have a lead, we'll underwrite it real quick. If you can get the agent to get you a mortgage statement, yeah, if you're interested, I can get you a really firm offer with a mortgage statement. And y'all can just take the send me a screenshot. And you know how you take on the iPhone, you can take the Sharpie edit tool and just mark out the loan number, whatever you don't want me to see. This is exactly how I talk to the agent. If you can I'll get you a firm offer for this type of deal. And if you just get me a mortgage statement, whatever you don't want me to see, edit the photo, the forwarding address or their loan number, whatever it is. I just need the mortgage balance and what their payment is a month and the interest rate. That's really all I need. I do need to know what the escrow balance is. What's the balance in the escrow account? I just want to know if it's like really far upside down. It's okay if it is. I just need to know where it's at right now. But if not, if you can't give me a mortgage statement, I can still get you a decent looking offer. We would just need a mortgage statement to go to contract. So that's the integrator coming out. Like I need the numbers. You know what I want? You know what I mean? But just to kind of like talk to them, you got the script, right, Eamon?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Using that script, you should be fine.
Yeah, I have a pretty good understanding of basically how to lead the conversation, I guess. It's just like at the point where they're like, okay, like what do I do next? And that's where
Yeah.
you guys come in.
Yeah. If you go in Discord, I forgot I even did this. If you go in the Discord channel, it is in I have a deal. It's the joint venture section under free resources. Help I have a deal. There's a Google form right there where you can put the leads. Cool.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Appreciate it.
So as I'm underwriting, I'm gonna look at the mortgage balance. I'm gonna look at what their listing price is. What are they listed at? So she was listed at 359 and we paid 348. We paid about 10K less than her list price. which is that's not a big discount, but you know, these payments are only $300 a month for the 100,000. Totally decent, totally doable. So when I want to dig into underwriting a little more. Listed price versus the mortgage plus cash to seller, assignment, agent fees, any other liens if they have like down payment assistance or whatever else. Solar panels, I do, that's part of the purchase price. So if you're working Florida, you'll see solar panels, Texas, Vegas, Phoenix, you know, all those more sunny states, you're going to see solar panels come in, and we can close those. So some people stay away from them. We will go after them because they're in pain. A lot of people buy their house a year ago and now they have solar panels on top of it. They have zero equity, right? They're gonna have to pay. The only way they can sell it is if somebody takes over that solar panel. And then they'll have equity, you know. So they're like, well, no, that's still a part of the purchase price. We're still having to take on that debt. So, anyway, then, okay, so let me do this. I'll take Claude Black. Dimitri, go ahead, buddy.
Hi guys. Thanks guys for doing this. The question is, are you guys underwriting multifamily today too, or just single family?
I'm only going to underwrite single family.
Today, right?
Yeah.
So multifamily like an ex-doom or something?
We can. Sure.
So,
I
I don't know,
want
is it
to
good
get
time?
people started on single family and get them
Okay.
rolling. We need to get some deals. We need to get some
Okay.
single family deals rolling. Multifamily underwriting will probably be like 3 Zooms long.
Okay.
You
But what
agree?
if I have a lead right now? Should I just fill out the forms?
If you have a lead, yeah, I have a JV form for it.
Okay.
Yeah, and our underwriter does everything. Businesses, multifamily, single family.
Okay. Can guys, your underwriter could be my battle buddy?
Can my underwriter be your battle buddy? No. No, he's my battle buddy. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah, send it. I'll get you the form to fill out. Send it to us. Do you have all the financials on it?
I have 2 leads, so on one I have, and on the second one I do not have it yet, but I will.
You have like rent rolls?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll put that into the Discord. I think I have a multifamily channel in there.
Oh, and Myron, quick question, like in the Discord, for some reason I have like a lot of kind of like a locked like, how can I say it? Like those little like niches or whatever, like I have like locks on them and I can't even like go there. Is that normal?
Go to on the very top, go to rules and verify.
That's what I did, and I marked it, and but for some reason it's still the same way.
Just double check that it's marked.
Okay.
Like uncheck it and check it again. That's the only thing. There's nothing else going on. Just make sure that that's checked. That's all you got to do. Don't put the
Thanks.
fire emoji. Some people, you can put the fire emoji, but you have to put the green check in order for it to go like open, you know. Cool.
Thank you.
I'll put the JV for multifamily in there.
Thanks so much, man.
All right, let me see if I can get James to do that actually. Okay, cool. Okay, so the next part of underwriting, if we're good with like just blocking up the sub two seller finance portion. We want it to cash flow, right? So here's my monthly payment. I'm taking the mortgage payment, which is the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, all 4 of those. And I'm adding also the $300 from the seller finance portion. Okay. And I put market rent as 41 because that's what I'm going to do as midterm. Okay. However, when you're underwriting, you may not have a midterm area. You know, Acala is not really a midterm rental area. But what I do is I take Privy. Where's Privy? Here we go. Privy just came out with rentals. So you can click on comparables and find the rentals in that area. Sometimes you'll have to go to settings right here, click all. So I have 18. If I click all, it went to 112. Okay, that sounds better. More comps. And so this is about 1,200 square feet. I'll just click it over to about 1,200 square feet and see what my rentals are. So here's like a 27, a 27, 25, 22, 21. Yeah, I think I'll be able to get somewhere around 2,000. Here's one for 25. That's an apartment. Oh, it's like a condo. What's next door? So somewhere around 2,000 ish. But these would be not furnished, right? These would be unfurnished apartment. You can always get, by the way, this came completely furnished. If I didn't mention that. The soap, the chairs, the paper towels, forks, knives, everything came, the beds, pictures, everything came with this property. There's bunk beds in there too. Where'd they go? I want to look at the bunk beds. There you go. Okay, cool. So if I rented this out furnished, I can get a better price, right? So I wasn't afraid of only getting around 2,000 or 2,200. So when I typed that in there, if I typed in 2,200, you would see clearly that I'm not going to make any. I don't even have war chest coming out. I wouldn't make any money, right? So I think if I did it for furnished, I could probably get close to $3,000, or let's just do 2,800. And I'm going to take out my war chest, which is this times 20%. So I would cut, if I could get 28, I would basically cut even. Right? Which is fine. I think what my thought process on this one was, cutting even is okay. I think it's appreciating well enough there. We have so many hospitals. This is just screaming midterm rental. Right? So all we're going to do is go in and put the keypad door locks on each door, front door, all the bedrooms, and make sure they have everything they need to give them whatever chocolates or whatever when they get there, and that's it. We're ready to go.
So that 20% war chest, is that for like vacancies and maintenance?
Yeah. Goes
Okay.
for maintenance. Yep. And what most operators will take that off of your rent. Actually, that comes off the rent. So it's 38. Sorry. Like that. So I don't have a furnished comp. So if I could get more than 28, I'm super happy. And I think that where this is, I probably could get more. I would just have to like kind of test the market and see where it went. You know what I'm saying? But so this is how I use Privy primarily, but I also have Renometer. I think everybody knows this one. Right? You can do a pro report. You know, something you want to buy, do a pro report. Put I think it's 1,200 square feet. Yeah, 1,200 square feet. So I could go to like 11 and 13, something like that on the square footage. So that's telling me I could probably get about $2,000. Yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'll type in, you know, I'll use Privy, I'll use Rent-A-Meter. I'll put those in here. Right here on the market rent. If I can get 2,200, I'll do that. And that's what I'll market. So let's look at something we have. These are the deals that we have right now. We can look at one of these Mississippi ones. So here's one we just got 2 days ago in Mississippi. Can you all see my screen still? Okay, cool. We're giving the seller 5K, we're giving the agent 7, no arrears. Okay, cool. Closing at, you know, middle of the month, entry fee is about 30,000. Let's see, it's a 6.3. No HOA. It's a 2.8 interest rate. The PITI is 1,200. So we like to break out what these are. So the principal is 400, interest is every month is 400, 500. The TI is only $300 a month. That's super low. Here's where it got expensive is the solar panel. This one has solar panel. Oh yeah, there it is. So they spent $60,000 on solar panels, makes that monthly payment go up another $400, but that's still pretty low. It's only $1,700. The long-term rent for this is $2,400. So not taking out a war chest, cash flow is about $700 a month. STR came in at 60,000.
Hey, Mark. Duran here. Sorry, I'm late.
Run. I'm doing this Zoom for you.
Yeah, man. I know. I'm actually driving back from Texas. I'm on the 20 now. Well, no, I stopped off at Bucky's so I could listen to this. But
Good man.
and that's in Olive Branch.
Yeah, Mississippi. Yeah.
Yeah, I live like 3 minutes from Olive Branch.
Oh, you do? Buy this
Yeah,
deal.
I, I can't. I haven't made any money yet. I mean, I'm trying to get my first deal, Myron. That's not funny. You know, that's a nice house, and Olive Branch is a great neighborhood.
Yeah. I think they
I
need
mean,
to fix
people want to live there.
the garage door. That's probably it. Everything
Man,
else is decent.
I mean, that's a nice house, and Olive Branch is where like police officers, firemen, like city service people live. Is a really sought after man. And Drake, yeah, we'll have to talk after this, Drake. We may, yeah, we need to, yeah. But anyways, that's all I want to say. And this is being recorded, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It automatically records.
And you found all of this out from Rentometer. Is that do we have to pay for that, or is that a free one, or how does that go?
You Rent-A-Meter, you can get like a few, I think they do 10 a month or something like that. but I paid for it. It's like $20. You get 10 free rent analyzers a month, I think. I paid for it. It's like $20 a month to pay for it. So I went ahead and did it because I mean this is my full-time job. So I paid for Privy, which now has MLS comps for rent. Hold on, I gotta shut my door real quick. Hold on. So I'm using Privy and I'm using Rent-A-Meter both. The best comps are from the MLS. So if you have MLS access in your market, you can pull rents, you can like pull closed rent comps. That is the best. That's the best you can get. And that's why I went to Privy. So I'll probably eventually let go of Rent-A-Meter. I have it on auto.
So does PropStream do the so
Yeah.
okay, just asking because I mean I just got PropStream, but if I mean I just got it, so if it's not worth trying to learn, then I don't even want to waste my time trying to learn it versus Privy, or are they two different tools used for two different things?
So, actually, I would just stick with what you got right now. And if you want to, you don't have the money to get Privy and this and that and now the other thing, all this other stuff, just send me, if you want me to pull like a rent comp for you, I can do it. But when you're on PropStream, you can click comparables. And I believe there is a way to get rents. Here's one right here. 17. Give me a second here. There is a rent. I just don't remember how to do it.
Oh, it's cool. I mean, I'll figure it out because I'm just now learning PropStream. Yeah, I think my free trial ended yesterday. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm just now learning it.
Hey, Myron.
Hey, buddy.
One of the things that I do that I find it easy as well is you can go just to any of the free websites like Zillow, Redfin, rent.com,
Yeah.
and then just act like you're gonna, like you're looking for for your rental in that same area. And you'll be able to see what's up for rent, and you just compare apples to apples, and you'll ask yourself like, okay, well, this one's going for 2,200 and it's less square footage or whatever. You just start kind of looking at it and put yourself in the position of the renter and say, all right, why would I rent this one versus this one when this one's nicer? And that's usually how I do it when you don't have these other systems where they give you the rent estimate.
Thank you for reminding me. You can put the address in Zillow and there's a rent estimate right there. But absolutely. Yeah, just search for that little area and click on rents. This one, I don't know. I think this one was tough for me. A 6.3 was tough. But there we go. But I like that idea. Just type it in to look that area, Olive Branch or whatever it is, and click on for rent. Yeah. Well, look at this. This is a $7,000 rent. 6.3. Oh, son of a gun. I love it. I got questions. Can you go over how you incorporate private money payments in the calculator? How do you calculate taxes and insurance? Taxes and insurance, that is just in your mortgage statement. I'm looking at the chat. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at the chat. How do you calculate taxes and insurance? How do you say your name? Tonio? Unmute and say your first name for us.
How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Toño is perfect. Toño.
Tonio. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So the taxes and the insurance is just, it's in the mortgage statement. So
Okay.
there's some other things you want to get into when looking at the taxes and insurance, but just like get started, that's all that is. It's just in there.
It's also where it says escrow, right?
Yep.
Escrow. Okay.
Yep. It's what's being paid into escrow every month.
And does it change a little bit, like when you add, like when you change it to our name? Like, does it go higher or something, or it stays the same?
It can, because, you know,
Depends.
like, Texas has a homestead exemption.
Okay.
A lot of states have a homestead exemption. So if it's not a rental, you can exempt a certain amount, up to a certain amount every year. And they'll lower your tax bill.
Okay.
And sometimes people also, I'd like to get into this with a different Zoom, but make sure you get, as we get into it, you'll get insurance quotes from, not insurance quotes, but what are they paying for insurance? We did the deal in Baytown, a single family home. It was a 5-bedroom. It was like a 5.4, I think, in Baytown, which is like near Houston. And they were paying $6,000 a year in insurance. And that is, we are paying $6,000 a year for our 40-unit complex in Tennessee. And so I'm like, that needs to get redone. Like, we need to re-up that insurance. And so that was a part of when we wholesaled it. We made, I think it was a $20,000 assignment. We told them, like, hey, just go get another quote. You can lower the insurance down to like $1,200. So they were covering like their personal property, some jewelry, a painting, like all these different things for $6,000 a year. So that's something you'll want to look at as you get, don't worry about it right now. As you get deals and make offers and stuff, those are things you want to look at. I mean, if it's within reason, like it's a $1,500 insurance, there's no reason to like, hey, give me the statement, before I sign this contract. So, as we get into some deals, we'll be able to underwrite deeper into the taxes and the insurance and all those things and go through. I'd love to do a Zoom over some deals that y'all bring.
Perfect.
Daniel said you can go to the tax assessor's website to look at the what the yearly taxes are. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you,
see,
Myron.
Daniel, you'll see that mortgage companies, like Mr. Cooper or whoever, they will overcharge. So the taxes are $8,000 a year, $6,000 a year in Texas, or whatever it is. They'll charge you $10,000 or $12,000 a year on some of these properties. So even though the
Is
assessors,
that just to hold more like an escrow just in case? Because obviously the taxes rise every year, right? That's why they do it.
yep. So they're gonna put a buffer in there, so they're not negative, because they're having to come out of pocket every time that happens.
Hey, for closing costs, I know like you guys always put like an estimated amount, but you guys are just calling the whoever you guys are gonna close with, right? And just ask them for an estimate.
So
A percentage in.
yeah, when you look at my dispo stuff, I say entry fee. I don't have closing costs in there. I don't know what it's going to be. What tends to happen? So I'll put entry fee is 27 plus closing. Because like if you work Florida, you'll know this. If you work Florida and the HOA there has crazy fees, sometimes it's like $8,000 when you sell a house, just to like get the HOA figured out. So
it's better to put it on them to figure that out, because if not, they're gonna. I know, like, people get mad, right? Because they're like, "Well, you guys said it was gonna be around 5,000, 3,000, or something. It turns out to be more." And they're.
Yep. So on the end of my post, the closing costs are determined by the title company, controlled by the assigner. Any discrepancies will not be negotiable. Taxes will not be prorated, and do your own due diligence as a buyer. These are from the reason why I put these 4 sentences is because people were saying, "Oh, you told me closing costs were going to be $1,000." I'm like, never in my life would I say closing costs would be $1,000 like that. Nobody has ever said that. Just the document fee is $1,000. So yes, closing costs can vary state to state, and we work a lot of different states. So I don't put closing costs in there. And like, I don't know what the closing costs will be, but when we get the HUD, I can let you know. But if you wait for me to get the HUD till you sign our deal, it's going to be gone. So, I got another. Eamon, go for it, bro.
What's up, man? It's a little bit unrelated, but I was just looking at the script and I see it says to take put notes, like seller notes in some areas. Is there a specific software you use to record calls or something like a CRM or something like that?
No, on one of the other Zooms, we talked about a Google Sheet. So I'm gonna write this down. I'll get this done today. I need a Google Sheet. So let's say your integrator pulls you a list, and this is what we talked about with Duran. They pull a list and they put it into a Google Sheet so you can make notes.
Okay, got
Just
you.
very, very simple Google Sheet list layout. And then I'll do for Amy, I will make sure we get a Google underwriting calculator.
And for the most part, we should be recording the calls, right? For training purposes and stuff, we can go back through them.
You can. Yeah. I want people to start recording calls. I don't want to put too much on everybody.
Mhm.
Just go make calls, man. Just go make calls, get us some deals to look at. And then as we go along, hey, record. Now let's go look back at our game. We're getting some leads coming in. Right now we don't even have any leads coming in. Let's get some leads coming in. Let's get some traction. I want to be submitting at least 50 LOIs a day with this group. That's minimum.
Is there a preferred platform to use to record calls and stuff, or Loom maybe?
Yeah, I use Loom, or on my computer, I have a Mac. I use Photo Booth.
Okay.
So just something whatever's in your computer. I use my computer to record my call, and then Loom, or I don't know what else there is on Windows. And then I'm just sitting here like this, on speakerphone.
So you're calling straight up from your cell phone, not using a software or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So working with me, I'm very low key. I build out I reply for people. I do systems, but the people that are just getting started, don't go buy a CRM. Go get leads. So the first thing you have to do is, it's oh, I need to spend $3K on a computer before I even have a lead, right? No, go get leads. Just use your phone, use what you have. If you can't record calls right now, you can't. Go get leads. Duran said it really well. Bro, I can't buy that deal. I don't even have a lead. I don't have a deal.
Makes sense, not 100%. Use what you got.
Yeah. Go work, use what you have, go get to work.
Sounds good, my man.
Amy.
Hey, Myron, I just wanted to connect in. I have to hop off here, but I'm working leads actively because Pace gave me the recommendation to get 5 under contract. I have 1 under contract. I actually am getting a portfolio of 10 under contract today, and then I'm working on a portfolio of 38. And I'm teaming up Angie Milanazzo, I think, and I are going to JV on that one, but the 10 property It's like mixed with duplex. One is a multifamily, so it's really stretching and growing my underwriting skills. And I was a finance director, so I'm totally comfortable with numbers and Excel, but it's like, wow, I'm I'm hanging out with Excel a lot. And comping is difficult, but maybe a great example to bring to the group. I'm going to be getting that under contract, and we're going to get on the phone with the 38 property seller because he only didn't want to do sub 2 because he said, well, I've never seen it done well. And so this was to the agent, and I said, well, we can change that. So the 10 property one is cash only, and that's in Wichita Falls, and that's a mix of duplexes and single family. Cash flow is about 75,000 a year minimum, and they're all under market rate for rent. So anyway, just offering that up for whatever it's worth.
To do a
And
cash underwriting deal, you should probably take that to Angie's group. I don't want to do any cash deals in here.
okay, so the 38 one, he he's proposing some really fantastic seller finance terms for him. They're fantastic in the fantasy sense. But it's like 9% with a 15% down payment and a balloon in 3 years. And I'm like, I love the world you're living in, but that is not reality. So I'm getting to rewrite a lot of those, but it's really challenging. And yeah, it's just, they're all a bunch of raps. That's what I finally discovered. He's just doing a bunch of raps. So
yeah. Well, I'm sure you're getting the same advice from Angie as me. I would be scared of that deal.
yes. And so that's why I'm like, because he's had it on the market forever. So he's in distress. So I thought, well, let's see how far he will go. I guess for me, and Bo said this, I said, it's a great exercise, even if the deal doesn't go through.
Yeah.
It's really stretching me, but just wanted, and I'm actively calling and working on other leads. So I'll have something to bring to the group for sure.
Okay, cool. So, maybe a calculator like this would kind of help you walk through, work through what the deal needs to look like.
Yeah.
So I'll work on that.
Okay, great. Because I was building one myself, and just, I don't know what I don't know. So having a calculator with all of it would be super helpful. So thank you.
Yeah. This is nothing like super I mean, I took stuff from Chai and Prakash. Theirs looks really similar to this. And Chai and Prakash are mastermind students in sub 2. And I took theirs and basically added all the crap that I need in it, and then went from there. And then I have like some programming skills. So I made a new menu item that generates contracts for me.
Wow,
So
that's very cool. Okay.
that's why I like, okay, I can do this. This is fun. And I can make LOIs and contract, like all the documents. So I can get you a underwrite. So basically you can get all your underwriting in on your wraps, and just, make copies or make tabs, copy the tabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make them all the same, make the same setup and just go through and edit them all. The issue right now is the wrap market has to be, if they're in Texas, there are some decent buyers, but it has to be good population. I think the one you're talking about is a lower population area.
It's a military base town. So they do really well renting. It's just that there must be some deeper issue that I haven't gotten from him about why he's wanting to sell all these. So because it can't be like a gold mine and him be selling. So
I would work on the if you have seller finance portions, work him out to like 45 years.
Okay,
instead of just keeping it at 30. Balloons will not exist. If they don't cash flow for rent, there's zero chance I'm giving you a balloon at all.
some of them do, but most of them don't reach even the 1% rule. And so I'm trying to figure out, some of them he owns free and clear. Some of them he has a mortgage. Some of them are rented. Some of them are vacant. It's just kind of a mess. That he's trying to get rid of, I think. So I was doing 0% seller finance, 30-year AM, but I'll do 45-year AM. I was doing a 7-year balloon, but I'll eliminate the balloon. Some of them are like $69,000. So the balloon isn't all that much, but
Right.
it's still.
And he has 13. You said he has 13 houses?
38.
Oh, 38. Hey, on this one, I can give you a balloon. I can give you a balloon on this one at 7 years.
Okay.
This one, I can't. And like, it's basically making the seesaw balanced. You know what I mean? He wants all the seesaw. He basically wants you all the way up in the air. Like you can't even touch the ground on the seesaw, right? So,
Right.
lean it back towards you. And even I use that analogy when I close, like, bro, I can't even touch the ground on this seesaw. You have all the weight towards you. I need to get back down, get my feet back on the ground. So what I can do is whatever it is, like I can do a balloon on these 5, but the rest of them I can't because the market is so turbulent right now. The interest rates are going up and down. I don't know what they're doing. In 3 years, who knows what it will be?
Right.
I'm super scared. We're all super scared of what's going to happen in 3 years. So to make it even for both of us, let's take the balloon away on these. I can do a balloon on these because I'm cash flowing well. I can get my principal paid down. Just make it. It's logic. It's seller finance is just numbers.
Yeah.
So super fun. I'm super glad that you are having that traction now, Amy.
Thank you. This agent has been like my Monique Walker. For you guys who don't know, Monique Walker is one of Jamil's best agent partners, and she finds me. This one's on market. The other one is totally off market. But anyway, I'm so excited because this is what I'm doing. Probably 70% of my time now because my coaching is in transition. So,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I got to move some deals here in January. I'm excited.
Cool. Good for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy. Okay. That was a good Amy, that was awesome. I think that helped a lot of people with some other questions they might have. But anybody else have questions that we could help with? Just if you have a question, unmute and just start talking. But what I'm going to do is I will get you guys today, like within the next hour, I will get you a Google Sheet, like a list layout that you and your integrator can be a part of, or your integrator and your closer person, whatever it is. You all can be a part of the same list, upload the list to that one sheet, and put the notes in there. I'll get you the JV forms, and I'll get you a underwriting calculator. Cool. Y'all know how to go to PropStream and pull lists. You have a script. I gotta line out the other little things for you guys. Fun? Lloyd asked me about incorporating private money payments. Lloyd, I have a strong rule about not taking on lenders. So I don't want to take on any lenders. I want to take on partners. So I didn't mention this part. We gave up sorry, we gave up 50% of our equity to a partner. Bye, Amy. Thank you. Private money lenders is going to be a whole nother conversation. So we can do that on a different one, like how to pay your private money back. But what I did on that Claude Black one is I just brought on a partner. He brought the whole entry fee, $41,000, and we gave him 50% equity. So there's no payments to him. He just gets half the cash flow. Cool. That to me right now makes the most sense. I mean, I got paid to close it, and I just, you know, I lose half my equity. That's nothing out of pocket. So, that's what we are looking to do. Bring on private money partners, and they just bring 40 grand, 50 grand, 30 grand, and we get half the equity, just operating it. Cool. Did this help you guys?
Yep,
Yeah,
definitely.
that was very helpful. Appreciate you, my man.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Okay, so right when we hang up, I'm gonna get the list, the Google Sheet list for you guys, the underwriting calculator. And
You had
what-
mentioned you had mentioned a JV agreement at one point.
yes, so we went on a holiday and I got stuck on my holiday, so I will get those out. What I'm gonna do is, I think, Michelle, I think about it every day that I need to work on those. So,
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna see a JV agreement come to you. What I'm gonna ask for in Discord, I'm gonna message everybody. Hey, I need your email and your information. So it'll just be a message within Discord, okay? And I'll get that out. Yep. I have it built. I just need to like fine tune it. I'll get it sent out.
I
Thank
got a
you.
question about the Discord thing. So all of those padlocks should be unlocked, or they?
They should be unlocked. When you click
Okay.
that green check mark under whatever it is,
Yeah.
it should open it up. Rules and verify.
But what if it's not unlocking for me, Myron?
If it has the little lock symbol, you can still access it. It just means that it's locked for everybody else. If you
Oh.
weren't able to access it, you wouldn't be able to see it at all.
Oh, you know what? Hey, let me do this. Put you as a newbie. Did that help out?
Some of them I can access it, but some of them like squad up room number 1 or number 2, I cannot go there. It's not
Yeah,
letting me.
the voice channels are locked,
Oh, okay.
but the rest
Oh.
of them are open.
Is that it? Just the voice channels?
Yeah, just the voice channels for me at least.
If some
Yeah.
of the rooms like locked, but if nothing there, that means it's just nothing there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'll look at the voice channels. I'll write that down. That's, I'd say, low priority.
And Myron, about the if I submit a deal and stuff, who I can talk to about it?
For multifamily,
Yes.
that will go to James. James is our underwriter. And that goes, that lead source goes straight to him.
Okay.
So it will be me and him and probably my wife looking at those.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks.
Cool. Single family will be different. It'll also be James, but it will be Jade, Alan, Kent is on here. He'll look at them. Savannah. We have a more team members for single family because it's just more, right? More volume on single family. Lloyd, that's a great question. Do I retain 100% depreciation? No. No, actually, sometimes I'll give up some of my depreciation to the partner. Depends on the deal. But, sorry, I meant to answer. It's typically just 50-50. So I want some of my, I want depreciation as well. Yeah. Yeah, the, partners, it depends. It's a whole nother Zoom, but bringing on partners, it depends. So if it helps, like, hey, first 2 years, I'll give you 100%. And a lot of people won't know what that means, but you know, K1, I'll give them on their K1 100% of depreciation for the deal. And it just depends. All right, y'all, I'll let you go and I'll get to work on the support stuff. If you have other questions, tag me on Discord, say, hey, Myron, I have a question. If you have just like a general question, there might be other people in the Discord that can help. But if you have a straight question to me, just tag me. Okay. All right, y'all. Good
Thank
Zoom.
you.
Thank you for
Thanks,
showing up.
Myron.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
I'll
Thank
get
you.
the
Thank
recording
you.
out as well. Bye, brother. Bye-bye.